Hi guys. So today I will be speaking about effective communication. So effective communication. So basically, what is communication? Communication, we can name or define this term in many different ways. But the general term everyone used to say is exchange of information from one person to another, so that uh, a conversation happens between both of the person in a smooth manner. So effective communication. So what is effective communication? In the name itself, it suggests that the communication which we are doing should be effective, more than just exchanging information. For example, whatever the context or whatever the information which you are trying to convey, that should it should be about understanding the emotions and the intentions behind the information, more than just exchanging the information. So the we should also listen to the speaker in such a way that we gain the full meaning of what's being said and makes the other person feel heard and understood. So we should always pay attention while listening to the speaker, so that we grasp whatever the information what the concept which he actually trying to convey. And then based on that, if we react, so the speaker will get an idea that so the listener understood whatever we conveyed, like. So there are four types of communication: verbal, non-verbal, visual, and written. So obviously we will know what is verbal. Then these are the characteristics of effective communication. So first of all is clear message. Clear message, as I said, the message which we want to convey, it should be simple and easy to understand, and syntactically framed to retain its meaningfulness. It should not be in an unmeaningful manner. Uh, if so, the listener would not be able to interpret what we are trying to say. And then correct message. The information which we are trying to convey should be in a correct manner. It should not be fake, or it should not go away from the context which is actually supposed to be. Then complete message. So communication will be it's like the base for decision making. If the information is incomplete, it may lead to wrong decisions. For example, if a company is trying to invest or invest, if the communication between the advisor and the company is not interpreted properly, it may lead to the wrong decisions which is to be made by the company. And then precise message. So the as I said, the message should not be long enough or too short enough. It should be short, as well as it at the same time it should be concise to facilitate the straightforward interpretation and take the desired step. It should not be either too long and either too short. It should be short. At the same time, it should also convey the information in a straightforward manner. And then reliability, consideration of the recipient, and sender's courtesy. These are some of the skills both of the listener and the speaker should possess. So the first one is like the listener should be an engaged listener, so that he does not misses any point conveyed by the speaker, and he acts accordingly uh, immediately to have a healthy conversation. As well as the speaker should be clarity and brevity in the sentence which he is making. uh, and then he should also have self-confidence and respect towards the listener. And the listener should fully focus on the speaker, rather than diverting his attention somewhere else. We should also show interest what is being actually said by the speaker, so that he can react accordingly and have an healthier conversation. And then the listener can provide feedback to the speaker, like your conversation was very long, it could have been short and sweet or short and simple. For if it was for short, I would have understood it more easily, like that. And then these are the some of the difficulties we face in effective communication. First is stress out and out of control emotions. So when we are stressed out, we more like to we are more likely to misread the other people, or we convey the message falsely from the message which we actually want to convey. And then lack of focus, we cannot communicate effectively if we are multitasking. Like for example, when we are checking our phone and planning what we are going to speak next, uh, we are like we will certainly miss some points that we actually want to convey to the other person. Next, inconsistent body language. So in communication, body language also plays a major role. Like if for example, if we are saying something and our body language says something else, the listener will not be able to interpret what we are actually trying to say. For example, like we can't say yes while shaking your head no. Simple. And then negative body language. If you like, if we disagree or if we disagree whatever the speaker said, we can use negative body language to rebuff the other person's message, such as crossing your arms or avoiding eye contact or tapping your feet. We, but we don't need to do those kinds of things, uh, because the listener, if the speaker finds out that we do not like the conversation, like when we do negative body signs, so he will not be feeling comfortable speaking, I mean the conversation more with us going further. So we should avoid sending those negative body signals to them. One of the difficulties is misinterpretation. Obviously, if you not listen to whatever the speaker says, or if you not convey whatever the message we trying to actually convey, it leads to misinterpretation and misunderstandings with both of the persons. And these are some of the tips which we can use to improve our effective communication skills. So we can give our whole attention. We should be whole attentive while sharing the information, and then we should practice active listening. We should actively listen to the speaker, and then there are many methods of communications, writing, non-verbal, verbal, and through an email or whatever. So we should choose whatever the method which is best for us, and then we should be confident, patience, and persevere. And then the most important thing is smiling. So whether you like the conversation or not, just a little smile uh, won't be no, I won't be that much. I mean, smiling little much won't that much cost you. So we can, if you smiles, no, the speaker was trying to say, at least he will not be feeling uncomfortable speaking to us. And then we have to use our time wisely, and then conduct team building activities in order to enhance more the effective communication. So that's all, friends. Thank you.